Okay, I
What's
just got it.
up? Huh?
What's up? I just got it. What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? I am here with me and Carren. We're going to be hanging out, guys. We're going to be hanging out. So make sure you guys tune in. Carren's going to pop you guys around and share with you guys on her page so you guys can hang out with us. Yes. Hang out with us. So you're sharing it on your page, Carren, or you want me to share it? Oh, hold on.
Okay.
You sharing on your page or you want me to share it?
Here, I'll just go ahead and share it right now. I'm gonna blink out.
I
For just
got
a few
it. I
seconds.
can share it. I can share it.
Okay, well then go ahead and share it.
Let me get the link for you. Look at this. Sharing with Carren. That's what I'm calling it.
Look at us. We're having a 2-hour quarantine. Here, I'll just go ahead and share it right now.
Hold on, I'm gonna clear that one out because we don't need that. Let's go to Carren Clark. Doom. Carren. There's Carren. Carren and I are friends. All right. Oh, you know what?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so
What?
I'm sharing it and then I'm sharing. It's like I'm sharing it, but I'm wondering if it's going to pop up. I'm probably going to have to share it to your timeline and then you're going to have to accept it.
Yeah,
okay,
that's fine. Go ahead and do that.
Okay, let's do that. Okay.
And I'll disappear. Okay, you did it?
Not yet. There we go.
Okay.
Carren. That's the beauty about all of this impromptu stuff. I don't really have to, it's like just being myself. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to pop over to the other side while you guys are watching Carren do her thing so that I can get my other side because I'm going to be painting and chatting with Carren. So I'm popping over, Carren.
All right, cool. Sounds like somebody's cooking.
Those are my kids. They're always cooking. My children are cooking children. Hold on, that's me, Carren.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was having a flashback from the artist quarantine.
There you go. I had to turn some noise. I had to turn some volume down. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna be working on. The Carren Clark piece. This here piece that Carren and I are going to be doing together. So I didn't want to get started on painting any of it. Hell, I got a little of my studio picked up and cleaned up, and now I do. I feel a lot better. I feel like I can breathe.
Good. That's always good.
A little bit. I'm gonna bring this up just a little bit. There we go. So we can see what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna come over here and sit down. I went to the store today and got all kinds of little things. So let me come over here. So see if we can see me a little bit. There we go. Let's get rid of the. Can you hear me now? Okay, there we go. Nope. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let's do this. That's weird. Don't go. Nobody say there we go. Hold on. Let's see. I know what's going on. Tap down.
1 second.
Microphone. Can you hear me now, Carren? Oh, what happened to Carren? Hey, guys. We're having some fun. Hey, look at that. I can hear. Oh, thanks. You can hear me. Hi, Louise. Hey. Hey, so I'm going to be doing some work on this new project. And I don't know if you guys know, but it's called the Mirror Project. And what I'm doing is I'm creating mirrors and then I'm looking to put them up around town all over. And they're the mirror of reflection. And I don't know if you guys remember the mirror of reflection. But it's the mirror that I created, and I added the immortal words of Malcolm X inside that mirror. And that mirror has been, it was in an exhibit in Kansas, and now it's in an exhibit in Denver. So it's in, and then actually the one in Kansas just got back. And I'm hoping to take these mirrors and show them all over and be able to, the beauty of these mirrors. Actually, hold on, I'm going to show you guys because I think I have it on here. I might have the mirror of reflections and I might not. I do. There's Carren. Hey,
Yeah.
Carren.
So you sounded like.
Okay, so now I can't hear Carren. So, but that's only because my volume's down.
You were like,
so Carren, let me turn my volume back up so I can hear all the beautiful things you have to say. There you go.
Listen, so I logged out because you sound like. And I said, let me log out. Come back. Yeah.
Well, here I am, and I was just sharing about the mirror of reflection and this project. So this is and this is Karen, I wanted to show you. This is the mirror I found. This oval.
Oh, cool.
And I really liked it. I was like, I like this oval mirror. And so now I'm trying to see if I want it to go here. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see it. I'm trying to see if I want to just put that oval mirror like right in, I've been playing around with this thing. So if I want to put the oval mirror in here, like in here, and then take my images in here. Because originally, remember, I wanted to take images all the way down.
Right.
And I like that. But I also, and then the other thing is I love all of this to paint in because I just love these veins. Right. And so, and then the other one I looked at and I thought about taking the mirror and putting it here in this area. But it's not complete.
Yeah.
Right there.
It's so, I don't know. Maybe it's, like, I think you should think about it a little bit more because if you like the veins, does it need to be a bigger mirror? I mean, a smaller mirror?
Well, that's what I thought about, but I just fell in love with this mirror.
But you can always get that mirror smaller.
Right. Because I have veins up here too. See all of those? And so what I thought about was it's almost like doing it like a tree. And having them come out here, like having it. Can you see the veins up here, Carren?
Yeah,
because I can move it. So I thought about like just like having it as a tree and then painting all of these veins. And then what I was going to use is like the reds, the blue, the black, because it's about the journey coming over the water, the black and the red and the blood and all of that kind of stuff, and using those colors and then going back over with that black wash that I did with the other one. And so this really has, and I felt like if I did it this way, I have this beautiful concentration of color here. And then taking that, and then here, if you look down here, it's almost like coming down, and then you have this little connection that goes all the way down.
Right.
So I was looking at it in that way because I was like, wow, I like that too. And even though I like working with like these veins in here, I can still color them.
Yeah,
I can still do color. right? I can still do color in them, and it's still there, and I can always manipulate this down further. It doesn't have to be all the way up here.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Mm-hmm.
manipulate this down further because for
Mm-hmm.
me, and just talking, it's
Mm-hmm.
interesting because just talking to you right now, it's like a tree, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
you looking in here and you're reading this, and then these
Mm-hmm.
roots of ancestry are coming out.
Right. And it's something that I do when I get stuck and I don't have anybody with me. I take a bunch of
Hmm.
pictures of how
Hmm.
of three different ways and see if I
Hmm.
can feed off of that for the
Hmm.
night.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, because sometimes when we're so close up on it, we kind of miss it.
Oh,
You know.
yeah. And so
Yeah.
today, all I was doing today was
Hmm.
I'm starting the painting process.
Right.
So the mirror is not even, it's like just looking at the mirror. The mirror is just right there,
Hmm.
but the mirror is not even in the picture right now.
Right. Right.
Because
Right.
what's
Right.
going to happen today is putting all of the color in. And like I said, the mirror won't go in until after the wash and after the
Hmm.
resin. And then the mirror gets added. The mirror is the last thing that gets
Last.
added.
Yeah. So hey,
Right.
then
And
you
so,
you're
and then that'll give some idea. And that's why I love having you on with me, because then that'll give an idea, because then we're actually working through the full process
right.
together, and then figuring out where and how we want to align the
Hmm.
images, the people on it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? How we want to
Right.
align them on this whole entire piece, because that's going to be important too,
Right. Right.
is where we want to place the different people
People.
and the impact that they'll have.
Right. And yeah, because we're gonna have to make some more people.
I know, I know. You'll get to them.
Yeah, I will. I'll get to them this week.
So, and that's the beauty of it. And that's why I'm so glad that we're taking this journey together, because that's what it is.
It's gonna be
It's a
fun.
journey. I know it's a journey. And to be able, and I actually talked to the city today. I talked to a girl from the city today, and
Huh?
she was trying to find a place for the gallery exhibit for the Beauty of Blackness Fine Art Show,
Right.
because I'm gonna have work brought down for the gallery exhibit. So I'm looking for a facility for that. So I talked to the city, and she gave me some great connections. So I'm gonna be calling them
Mm-hmm.
throughout the week. And
Mm-hmm.
then I told her about the mirror project, and she was like, I
Oh.
absolutely love it. She was like, she said last year they did something with the library where they took a book and they took the book all over into different businesses, and people had to follow the books.
Oh,
They had
that's
to follow
fun.
the story through the books. And she says, this would be really cool to do something like that, Louise. And so she's going to connect with the city, and then she's going to get back with me and see. And then that way, I don't
I
have
don't
to
have.
search for businesses.
Right. That is so cool. That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to connecting with her and see. And she was the one that I worked with last year
Mm-hmm.
when I did event in the square. She's the one that got me permission to
Mm-hmm.
do the We Are Still Watching exhibit in the square.
Oh wow. Wow.
And so she was like,
Wow.
Louise, I remember you. She was like, I'm so glad you're doing something else. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I remember you. This is awesome that I got you. And
Right.
so, yeah, so she and we chatted up today. And then she's like, I just love all the stuff you're doing. And then I told her what I'm trying to do is connect everything with this other organization, and it's a Black organization, and they help Black students and stuff. And she was
Mm-hmm.
like, and I said it's in downtown Fort
Mm-hmm.
Collins, and she's like, how do I not know this? And I said, that's the whole point of me trying to connect with them during the Beauty of Blackness Fine Art Show, because I want to raise more awareness about
Mm-hmm.
their organization and what they're doing in Fort Collins. I said, because everybody needs to know that this organization is down here,
Oh
and that they're
wow.
down here supporting Black youth. And I said, everybody needs to know about it. So
Right.
she was in agreement with me. And I told her, I said, and I'm going to work with them so that they can create a mirror. I said, and I'm working with other artists, like my art group, the art group that I'm in, they're actually creating, all of the artists are creating mirrors for it.
Oh
And so
wow. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, and so I want to get other artists involved in creating mirrors. It's like, let's create some mirrors, y'all,
Let's do it.
there and put them out there for people. And and they don't just have to have Malcolm X's words on there. If there's some poems, Langston Hughes poetry,
Yes.
um, all of that kind of stuff. I want to add different
Mm-hmm.
things that's dealing with your who you are as a person, but
Right.
amplifying and exalting and encouraging things that have those kind of words in them,
Right.
be able to encourage people. It's just like with the pieces that I did, and I know you saw those. I
Those are
showed you.
beautiful. Those are beautiful. I love those pieces. I
Oh
just
my,
saw them
yeah.
last. I saw them last night. They were
Oh,
really
okay, yeah.
nice.
These are so much. I've had so much fun making these, Karen.
Mm-hmm.
I've had so much fun making those till I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought a ton of stuff. I bought a ton of stuff to put on them, to go on them. Let me get me some water.
Okay.
To put on them, to go on them. I am just excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to be doing this.
It's
Excited.
going to be exciting. I love the idea. It's going to be amazing.
I know. So, and I know we're doing this one together, but if you decide, hey, I want to do one too, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? You are welcome to do one.
Merci beaucoup, darling.
You
Yeah.
welcome to put just, it's like I
Yeah.
tell them, they don't all have to be big. They can be
Right.
small ones. They could just
Yeah.
be something, just to let the
Yeah.
world know.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna give this piece a break because I don't know. I'm not sure what else to do with her for right now. So I think I am going to wrap her up and come back to her tomorrow. But at least her hair is on. I got to figure out where I want to put the pearls because that's going to be interesting. I got to put a knob on here so that the
Uh-huh.
I have to put a knob or something decorative on top. I don't actually have to put something decorative on top. I just like to. So
Oh, on the top part?
on the lid, yeah, something decorative. So I think I'm just gonna chill out with this piece
Is
for right
that the one
now.
you were carving the other day, Karen?
No, that one is finished. That is for a storytelling that I'm doing on April
Oh, right, right,
14th.
right, right.
Right.
Okay.
So that's April 14th that I'm doing that. And I've just thrown the next piece to it has a sister that I'm
Okay.
gonna be working on. So I just threw before we got online, I threw that piece. And so that piece is 24 inches tall by the time it is done.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited about working on that one. Very excited. So I do have one piece that I do need to carve. So thank you for reminding me. Thank you. So
I like watching what you're doing, Karen. You're just,
thank you.
your
So
work is fantastic and what you do is pretty fabulous. So I'm glad you're
thank
on here
you.
with me hanging out.
I, I like hanging out with you. I'm sitting here going, we got our own little quarantine right now.
We
We got work to
do.
do.
We do. We got work to do. And this, and for me, it's like I enjoy doing it because it actually encourages me to get my stuff done, get my butt off the wall. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
I just
Get
bought
off
me
it.
several. Go ahead.
I said, get off the wall.
Get my butt off the wall. I just literally bought me several pieces of canvas.
hmm
Um, and I don't usually work on canvas,
Yeah.
but I've decided that I want to do some portraits. I'm going to do some portraits of
Oh wow.
because I haven't done portraits of my kids in a while.
Oh wow.
And so I'm going to do some portraits. Like I did some nice stipplings of them a while ago.
hmm
And so I'm going to do some oil portraits of them
Oh
because I
wow.
haven't done that. I haven't done that in a while. And so I'm like, oh, I'm going to do some nice oil portraits of my kids.
So
So
do you actually do it from photograph or do you make them sit?
there are stipplings. I did them from photographs. I'm going to see if they want to sit for me. They probably be like, are you kidding, mom? Are you kidding? You know,
Yeah.
I would like to do it from a sitting. So it like
Mhm.
doing it from a sitting will take a little longer,
Mhm.
especially because I'm working with teenagers and a 20-year-old.
Mhm.
Uh, so they'll probably sit for about not long.
Yeah. So I mean, so can you capture something within 30 minutes?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can. I can
Okay.
capture some stuff and then I'll also take pictures as well.
Cool.
So, I'll take pictures of them. And then I can work when they're not, because my
Mm.
best time to work is late in the evening anyway.
Right.
And sometimes they're off to bed or busy
Mhm.
doing their thing because, they got
Right.
their thing too. And
Right.
so it'll all depend on, um,
Mhm.
timing and stuff like that. Cause I don't like, and but they'll be excited to do it.
That'll be cool. I
Yeah.
I used to sit for the museum and have them paint, and it would be sitting there for like 45 minutes, and then I would get a break. It was
Hmm.
very interesting, and it's always really cool to have some see how people see you when
Hmm.
they're painting you. It was very interesting. It was fun.
Oh, so you used to be a model.
Mhm.
I love
Yeah.
models. My favorite models, and I must admit,
Mhm.
was always the chubby people.
Mhm.
And I'm talking about excessive. You know,
I'm
no, no, no. I'm talking.
voluptuous.
Oh no, 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 no. My favorite was. I'm talking about the roly polies.
Well,
We got some.
find a better word.
No, no, no. Okay, okay. There was the we can say voluptuous, but it was because when I think of voluptuous, um I think of women more like you and um but these were I'm talking about between 300 pounds
Mm.
like that because the reason why they were chosen was because these were nude models. They
Mhm.
were nude models and they were chosen for specifically for that reason
Mhm.
because they had more interesting body mass.
Mhm.
And that's why they were always my favorite because their bodies were way more interesting than the well put together
Mhm.
people. And
Mhm.
so when they came, I mean, we were excited. We were excited.
Mhm.
I like when when the sculpted guy came, he was boring. I'll be honest, it was boring doing the sculpted guy and the sculpted girl because
Mm.
there was nothing interesting about their bodies.
Mhm.
But when the oh I was when the other people came,
Mhm.
they were more interesting to do, and they were I mean I took pleasure in drawing them.
Mm. Sounds
So
like it's
it
good. It's
oh
cool to
yeah, they
sit.
were the best. They were the best, and they were the. I mean, we had a girl at that time. I was going to where was I going to UIC. And we had a girl that would come in there and she would do the most magnificent poses.
Mhm.
She would give us a workout. I'm gonna put it that way. I was like, how in goodness gracious? I mean, the girl was limberer than I was. I'm just gonna put it that way. That
Mm.
child, I was like, okay, honey, boom, boom, it's all you. It's all you. And you couldn't help but appreciate her craft.
Right.
You couldn't help but
Right.
appreciate her craft because
Mhm.
she was a model. She was, she did her thing and she was well worth any money that they were paying
Right.
because she gave us exactly what we needed to do what we needed to do.
Mhm.
And everybody can't do that. I'm just going to put it out there. Every model can't do that. And she had confidence and that was the beauty of it
Mhm.
is that she walked in this unforgiving, I'm not asking you, I don't care confidence.
Mhm.
It's like I know who I am and this is my job and I know what I'm doing. And she could hold a pose for however long we needed her to hold it. And I'm talking about Carren. I'm
Mhm.
talking about some on your almost on your head stuff
Wow.
with your leg in the air. Listen to me. Okay.
That is so wow. Oh wow. Do you still
Yeah.
have some of the do you still have
I'm
some of
gonna
the
have to look
artwork?
and see if I'm gonna look and see if I have some
Mhm.
of them.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna look because now that I've been talking about her, I'm like, wonder if I still have any of those pictures that I did of her.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
she was my favorite. She was my favorite girl when she walked in the room. Because I'm gonna be honest,
Mhm.
artists do get bored when we get tired of drawing people. But boy, when she walked in the room, it was over. Be like, oh yeah. I
Wow.
remember my teacher. I was always very detail orientated, and so he came over one time and gave me this big block of chalk.
Mhm.
And I'm like, what? What am I supposed to do with that? And he said, draw with it. I said,
Mhm.
what? And because I'm coming out of high school and all that kind of stuff, and you're used to drawing a certain way.
Mhm.
And he said, and that's when I learned about drawing mass,
Mhm.
because that's all he would allow me to draw was mass.
Wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
let's just say I
Wow.
wasn't happy about it, but
Well, I don't think so either, but I'm sure that it made you a better artist.
it did. And I sat there and I drew mass.
Mhm. Absolutely. How's the
I,
weather over there right now?
oh, Karen, we got nice weather. We got the Karen kind of weather today. We had Karen's weather today.
What weather is that? Was it
Um,
73,
it's
75?
probably just like it probably was like 60, almost 70. So we were out,
Okay.
it was no coat weather.
So you had to wear a sweater.
I had on what I got on right now.
Oh, so you had to wear long sleeves. We didn't.
Yeah.
So it was much
Yeah.
warmer. Mhm.
Oh, I'm sure it was warmer where you were.
Yes. Well,
It
you
was
see what
warmer
my
where
shirt
you were
says.
the other day, huh?
You see where my shirt says. So
Whiskey helped.
help.
Okay.
I was coming out of the law firm because I work part-time at a law firm, and this lady is in a car and she just busts out laughing, and she rolls down the window. She says, "I'm sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at your t-shirt." And I said, "I like it." And I said, "It does help, doesn't it?" She says, "It does." Yeah, so it was so funny. It was so funny because I did not
It's like
I forget what kind of t-shirts I have on sometime.
you sitting up there with your shirt on,
That's
and
right.
she.
I'm sitting with a shirt on like this. But typically on Tuesdays I am teaching, and I'm not gonna lie. I miss the students, but I
Mhm.
certainly enjoy having Tuesdays off. This has been nice. It has been really nice, to have that kind of midweek, get a few
Mhm.
things done.
And
Because,
not
usually,
focusing on school.
right, because typically, by the time school here is finished, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Friday. And so I was able
Mm.
to, get a nice little jump start on commission pieces. Oh, I'm like, this has been quite enjoyable. I'm like, ooh,
Oh wow. Yeah, because
yeah.
most people don't realize like when you teach
Mm-hmm.
the mental part of it.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize that there's this mental. They're like, oh, all you do is you just go and teach. Yeah, but you gotta. It's
Mm-mm.
like you gotta. It's almost like you gotta prepare the whole day.
Right, it's a lesson plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
And
yeah, because I have to create an idea and individual people, to
mm-hmm.
make sure that they get what they need. Yeah,
And
it's
then
work,
you
and
right.
it's enjoyable, but it's kind of like that. It was truly a breath of fresh air. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not used to being off.
Right.
Hmm.
And I remember we talked about that. It is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I get to not have to think about
Right.
what, because it's like I would when I do classes, and it's like you start off with something and then all of a sudden sometimes you show up and it's like, oh, I don't even want to do that.
Well, I've been there before. I have been there before. Yeah, I got to eat dinner early. I'm like, oh man, like I'm having a snack for this late at night. I'm like, oh wow, this is nice. Yeah, I am looking forward to having some really good fresh fruit come in. So I can't wait for all the farmers markets to get some fresh stuff. I'm looking
Oh
forward
yeah.
to I'm looking forward to May, June.
Oh yeah. I love the
Yeah,
farmers markets.
yeah,
I
because
love the
most
farmers markets.
yeah, because soon, once the early part, like May, we get things from South Carolina, and as the winter, I mean, as the summer gets longer, then we get to
Mhm.
have some local things from Virginia. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I am looking forward to fresh corn and
So is
fresh
that
to
what's the local? Is that local the corn? Is a local
yeah,
thing. What's the local Virginia thing?
corn, Hanover tomatoes. Ooh, they are so good. I eat tomato sandwiches
Hanover
all.
tomatoes. What
I
are
eat
those?
They are grown in sand. So it's a sandy area of Virginia. But those tomatoes are so good. I can eat tomato sandwiches all summer. I just cracked this piece.
Oh,
I am so sad. You see that?
what?
I just
How'd you?
cracked it.
Oh my gosh, Karen.
I pressed it too hard, but that's okay. Let me tell you, this is where you improvise.
This
You
is where
still
the magic
continue.
of Karen happened.
You continue with what you're doing, but then you make magic.
That's the magic of Karen happening.
Hmm.
The magic of Karen happening, people.
Yep.
The magic.
I'm like, oh, okay. I know what I'm going to do with it.
This looks
Hmm.
like a. This looks like a toe.
Yep. And this is why when I'm doing commission pieces, I do three, just in case something crazy like this happens.
Mhm. Mhm. And yeah, because you never know. And sometimes it's like the kiln may not want to be friendly today.
Mm-mm. And I told you about the kiln.
Mhm.
80%.
Some days
80%.
it has its own mind.
Yeah, I have to, hopefully, if I have enough energy, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock. If I have enough
Mhm.
energy, I'm going to make a glaze tonight.
Oh, what
Because
kind? For this
I
one?
have no for the angels that are sitting here on the shelf that are finished. They just need their color.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
um, those are. It's a water blue, so it looks like an ocean. It's the same color
Mhm.
that you guys saw me working with for the quarantine that we had. So I've
Okay.
run out of the color, so I got to remake it. And you know what? See, let me tell you something.
Okay.
This is what happens when you do not pay attention to detail. So on this side right here, this is the
Uh-huh.
design. You see that?
Oh, nice.
That's the
Uh-huh.
design.
Uh-huh.
Well, I jacked it up and I filled in the design right here where it was supposed to be blank right
Right.
here. Yeah. So anyway,
Oh,
so that's okay. That's all right. I didn't
now
pay
we're gonna
attention
see
to
some more
detail.
Karen magic.
Now I gotta add more detail to it. So sometimes you just you just get all up into it and you get excited. You're like, "Ooh, yeah."
Uh-huh.
Now I'm like,
It, sometimes
"Man,
it's just speaking to you and saying, "This is what I want to be."
right." And they said,
You had
"Well, that's
your own thought process, but I got mine too.
exactly,
It's just like
exactly,
this over here looking like a toe.
yeah." I
Like, what
am,
is this?
yeah, yeah.
You're like, why is this looking like a toe?
That's okay. How are the Buckins doing?
The Butkins are doing fine. I just put them
Mhm.
up on they're up on my wall.
Okay.
I didn't send them to
Mm-hmm.
um I didn't send them to Massachusetts. I kept the
Mm.
Butkins here with me.
Oh,
And
they didn't want to
actually,
go.
I don't think they wanted to go to Massachusetts. And
I
then
didn't think
after
so either.
all of, they were like, after all of everybody got lost, they were like, I'm glad we didn't go.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah.
They
We're,
were like,
oh my
good
gosh.
thing you didn't send us, Louise, because we would have been in the lost pile too. So
Oh,
the Butkins decided they wanted to stay with me. They'll be in another show at some other time.
I know it's going to be fun, whatever show they're going to be in, because
Yeah.
they were pretty
So,
fun.
and
Yeah.
that's just it. It's like I want to make sure when I take them out and put them in a show, they're going to be at the show they're supposed to be in.
Right.
That's the whole thing. And so it's just like I finally got my other Etsy shop up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
And I
look
put
forward to
all of
doing that.
yeah, because I was like, oh, because all of the products that I'm doing, I
Mm-hmm.
don't really put them on my other website on my website because it's a different product and a different price point.
Mm-hmm.
So I try not to mix my price points up
Gotcha.
and
I
those
gotcha.
product, I'm like, I want certain products because there's different dimensions of yourself. Like I feel
Mm-hmm.
like there's different dimensions of me and they don't all I don't think they all go together. They don't have to go together.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So, yeah. And so,
Mm.
and these, and I'm just having a lot of fun making these resin pieces.
I can't wait to do the some resin with Pancha. I'm looking forward
Oh,
to that.
right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we still gotta finish that up, but we have all the year to get on that. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
have some yeah, Friday, I'm really excited. I am taking I'm gonna be with another ceramic artist and we're gonna be making flowers
Oh, I remember you said
together.
that. I
Yeah,
remember
so
you told me.
I'm really excited and looking forward to it. She makes some really beautiful pieces. So she actually throws whatever, like a bowl or a vase.
Mm-hmm.
She cuts the vase
Mm-hmm.
completely in half. And then
Ah,
she creates a wall, like a wall, it's like almost like a wall sconce. And then she
mm-hmm.
attaches the half bowl to like a rectangle or triangle or what have you. And
Oh, wow.
then she creates each flower, and the flower, it looks like a flower base on this wall sconce. It is so they're so pretty.
Oh,
Really, really
wow.
cute. She used to
Yeah.
be a pastry artist and make her flowers.
Oh, I can see
Yeah.
that. I can see that. I
Yeah.
can
It was
so see that.
really, really, really cool. And
She's
she's
taking it
so
to her. Oh, that's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So
And
I'm looking forward
it's
to that.
interesting because we were just talking about the other day about how you make things your own, how
Right.
you create your art and then
Mm-hmm.
you come through that artwork. It's like she's found her art voice by
Mm-hmm.
creating these pieces and she took like her bakery experience
Right.
and just applied it to what she does. That's amazing.
So yeah, it really is cool. She's so talented with that. Yeah. And I remember when she started, I was like, wow, wow, wow. So amazing.
I know, to be
And
able to get
it,
outside yourself like
mhm.
that.
Yeah, and
Wow.
it's going to be fun because I get to use some things that I don't typically use, like underglazes. I don't typically
Mhm,
use an underglaze, and an underglaze is what they call a mason stain, and
mhm.
it pigment. You put the color in a white slip to
Okay.
give it its color. So it could be, it could be the crayon box if you
Mhm.
wanted it to be.
Mm.
So I get to play with that because I don't usually take the time to actually go in and do something like that. So I'm looking
Well,
forward to it.
that's what I really love about you, Carren, because you literally go out and work with other artists
Oh yeah.
to perfect your craft and take your craft to the next level.
Yeah, it's
You
nothing.
rarely hear
Oh my
art,
gosh.
right? You rarely hear artists that are like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to this person's studio and I'm going to learn what they do. And oh yeah,
Mhm.
I'm going to go to this person's studio because I want to be better at making flowers.
Mhm.
I mean, you rarely hear an artist be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to head over to this person's studio and because I want to learn how to make this better," you know? And that's what I really admire about you is because you do that pretty frequently where
Mhm.
you go, it's like, because you are, you know, it's like perfecting your craft. I'm perfecting my
Right.
craft. I'm perfecting what I do. And it's that whole iron sharpening iron.
Right. And you're creating a bond with another artist, but you're also creating a story,
Hmm.
when creating the work. How did you, you know, you it allows you to think outside of the box.
Right.
And
Because,
that's the mhm.
no, no, no. Go ahead, Karen.
I mean, and that's the joy of it. So I'm always excited about what someone else is doing. I'm like, what are you doing? Ooh, I'm like, ooh, that is cool. And I'm like, okay, so how can this be converted into clay, or what can I do with that?
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
sometimes I don't use it right then, but I put it in the arsenal for later.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's
Okay,
what I love about it. I love what you're doing.
I
I
cannot believe
absolutely.
this. I'm so sad. I'm so sad with this. I mean, it's an ugly little crack.
I
Hmm.
know. And it's like, even though I can fix it and make it better or change it, it's still the pain of it all.
Yeah.
Remember that day you what was it?
drop, drop that
You
vessel.
yes,
I mean, complete. I
right.
was done.
Yes. And you were like, I'm okay, but the
I'm
pain
yeah,
of it kind of
yeah,
remained throughout the day. It's like people don't
yeah. It was like, ouch. I mean, like I saw it tumble, and there was nothing I could do because I was on the other side of the shelf, and I just saw
right.
it go,
I
pow.
know. It
I
was
was like,
like,
oh well.
I know. Yeah, it's like the pain of it lasts throughout the day. It's like, I
Yes.
know I'm okay, but
Hmm.
this still hurts a lot.
Yeah, and
And
what I tell my
it,
student, and I can't be what is it called? What I can't even think of the word right now. Um, oh, I can't think of the word. But what I wanted to say is, when if I were with my students, I'm like, so what are you crying about? You can do it again. So I couldn't even be mad about it. I'm like, oh well,
it's like you got to just figure it out and fix it. It's like
fixed it.
I'm gonna have to come with. Did you fix it?
Yeah,
Let me
fixed
see.
it.
Oh, there you go. It's like I added to it. It's an
Mhm.
ad, Karen.
I'm looking inside to see if it looks ugly.
Let's
But
see.
no, it doesn't look bad. I don't know if you can see in there. You wouldn't be able to see.
Uh, uh,
Ooh.
I
Mhm.
just see a little white spot over there.
Mhm. Oh, okay. You see the little white spot in there?
Mm-hmm.
That's wet. So when it dries
Okay.
up, I'll stick my hand in there and sand it
And
down.
smooth it out. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
See? There
So,
you go.
it looks. You know what I should do?
What? What?
Well, it's too late. I'll have to do it next year. Um,
What?
this could have been a bunny, for my niece. A
Oh my
bunny.
gosh, right.
Yeah, so I could have, put a little bushy tail on the bottom of it and put a little hat, make a little thing and give her a penny bank because it's time for me to give her a penny bank, a new penny bank.
Oh,
Um,
really?
mm-hmm. Hmm. Well, I won't do it for this one, but yeah, I'll have
So
to
you
work on
do
that for
you do
next year
any
for her.
bunny? Do you do bunny? Oh, for your niece? Is that for your niece?
It's just for my niece. I don't typically do anything like that. I have
Bunny-ish.
no or baby-ish. No,
Mm.
I don't typically do babyish things. No. But for her, because she's 5, I will do something babyish for her.
Oh
Um
yeah.
and so but I'm thinking I think I'm still gonna do what I said I'm gonna do with that. That is just a decorative part, but I think I'm gonna cut into it. But I gotta find my knife.
You're
I
gonna
don't know
cut
where to.
into the piece? Where?
Yeah, yeah, all over.
Oh, so then it'll be almost like your candle,
Uh
your
huh. Luminaries for
oh
photos.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So I may just cut into it. I could just wrap it up and just walk away from it and not be so uh drastic. Like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
forget it. I'll just cut it.
Not to be too overly dramatic here.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, it's broken. Okay, I'll just cut it out. What else can I do to it? Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. So what are you doing right now? You're not working.
I am.
Okay.
I am. Look. See, I like what's happening. I like, even though I said this one looks like a toe, let me show you. Look at
Mm-hmm.
this. Look.
It does. It
It looks
does.
like a toe. But I like what's happening here with the red, black, and green.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty.
Because once I do that black wash, it's just gonna be
Mm-hmm.
fabulous. It's like, so no, I am working, Carren.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
It's
bought
just
some black gesso.
oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at
Okay,
Miss
so let me tell
Johnson.
you what.
Look, I'm gonna post some of these. Miss Johnson just showed up. She laughed at
What happened?
my toe. And we
Mm.
have who is that?
Hey, Terry.
Terry. Hey Terry. Oh, that's oh hey Lucy, that's Barb's sister. And then we have Nathan Harris. Don't
Hey, Nathan.
don't go. I think that was earlier for me. It's like when he was saying don't go earlier. It's like, but I must. So
Mm-hmm.
there's Miss Johnson hanging out with us. Oh,
Hey, Miss.
LaShawn.
Hey,
There's
LaShawn.
LaShawn. Hey, LaShawn.
Hey, LaShawn.
Did he pop over for him?
LaShawn, what
LaShawn.
are you
Hey,
doing?
yeah,
LaShawn, what are you
LaShawn, what
doing?
are you doing? We should have brought LaShawn in. What you doing, LaShawn? What's on your board today? What's up?
A lot. So let me tell you. So I'm really hyped up about doing the alcohol resist. I mean, I'm
Uh-huh.
hyped after we finish doing the artist quarantine. So I go to the store, I buy the acrylic, I got my alcohol, I get my gesso, I get home. And gesso LaShawn said he's not doing a thing. Wow.
No.
Wow. That's
LaShawn works
that's
early
something.
in the day.
Mm.
LaShawn works early in the day. Whenever we're talking on the phone, LaShawn's always busy. Get to work,
So
LaShawn.
so come back home and I come back home and I get the gesso out and I'm ready. I crack it open. All of it was white gesso. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this?
What?
I bought the wrong gesso. I was so mad at myself. So I have two buckets of white gesso that I spend $25 on, or I think it was buy one get one free, so it was $25 for
Okay.
the two. And so I'm trying to find a painter who needs some white gesso. Oh, LaShawn is working on his website.
It's on his website.
Cool. Yeah, so I was pretty upset about it. So I tried to work with the white
Mhm.
gesso to create an alcohol resist. It made my people look like clowns. Girl. Ooh.
You know that's gonna happen. It's like you add anything to white,
I mean, it was good and
you
terrible.
might as well put the it on.
Right. I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I was like, what am I supposed to do? So I said, well, and so I heard Poncho's voice. Paint it with black when you get some gesso. Okay. Yeah. It was
Changing it
good and
up.
terrible. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Um,
Yeah. It was terrible. I is sitting here right now. I did too. Because it was unbelievable the first time. I was like, no, this can't be right. Did it a second time. And it was like, no, really, it does not work. So I was like, okay, fine, fine,
Like,
fine.
Karen, this is not working. You're trying to
Right.
make it work, but it's not.
Yes, I was. I was trying to make it work because I thought, hey, I can do this. But it said no, no, and no.
No, no, you can't. No,
Mm-hmm.
no. Wrong colors, wrong
Yes,
stuff.
right. That's what it said. It was like, you know what, you next time read before you leave. So I went back to the craft store just recently, and I was about to do the same thing again. I picked up the bucket because the white gesso has a black lid. So I'm like, oh, it's black. So I grabbed the thing, I grabbed it, I looked at it, and I said, not this time, buddy. And I found a smaller container of it. Because
Oh,
I didn't want to buy too much, because
mhm.
I don't know how deep I'm gonna go in.
Right, right.
Not right now. I know I will, but I don't know how deep right now.
You don't know how far you want to go with it. Yeah,
Yeah, and I know I do, but I just don't know when. Yeah.
exactly. And you don't want it going bad on you. I don't know. I don't think just so it's not quite like some things, but yeah,
Hmm.
it's like it doesn't make sense to invest unless this is, it's like I'm going there. I'm going there. I'm going
Right.
there, you
Yeah. So
know.
I bought a little bit because I know I'm gonna go there. I just don't know
Mm-hmm.
how far I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go. So
Right.
I think I have enough gesso to do at least 10 pieces.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. It's big enough for that. So,
Oh, that's
but
quite a
you
bit
know
of
what? Yeah, you know what? I'll actually bring a bucket to Poncho as a gift.
gesso.
I'll gift him.
Take Poncho some nice white gesso.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be like, here's some white gesso for you.
It's like you need some white gesso.
Gesso, yeah.
You just didn't know you needed some white gesso. Poncho was like, no problem. Let me get the
Yep,
paint out. Make this
yep,
dark. So
right,
Poncho be
exactly.
in there mixing it up again, making it a
Hmm.
different color. Oh, I'm having a lot of fun with this.
I am actually at I don't know what I want to do to this hair. That's why I'm stuck right
You're
now,
at
but
an
I'll figure it
you're
out.
at an impasse.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna make sure her face is nice and soft before I do any, and I'll work on her tomorrow.
So what are you doing to because I noticed your paint, are you
Mm-hmm.
adding water to her face to
Mm-mm.
smooth it? What are you
Well,
doing? How are you doing it?
um, I'm using slipped. It's watered down glue.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Right.
watered down clay, and
Uh-huh.
then I just make sure that my paintbrush doesn't get sticky. So I'll rinse it
Hmm.
out, and then I'll come
Okay.
in and touch it with a little slip, and then I'll come in and smooth her face out. And so what this does is it prevents it, it compresses, but it also
Uh-huh.
helps not have any hairline cracks because I do the faces thin enough where they're not too heavy on the jar. Not that
Hmm.
anything to the piece, it just prevents cracking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hmm. So I
That's good
just
to
put a
know.
yeah, I just put a little bit slip on the face to smooth it out, make it shine, make sure that there are no lumps or bumps unless they needed to be there
Hmm.
on the
So the
face.
slip actually helps with the lumps and everything too.
Yeah, it fills in. It
Hmm.
fills in those lumps and bumps. And
Okay.
if it's too deep, I'll just take a piece of clay and put on there.
Okay.
But so like that little, it's a little piece of clay right on the top, and so I'll just
Hmm.
put that piece of clay right there
Okay.
to fill in,
Mm.
and then just smooth it out with some slip. And I'll come back
See,
to it later. Because I
see,
don't come back and
learn all this
sand.
stuff with Karen.
Yeah, I don't come and sand the pieces down. I only sand the body or the vessel down just to make
Uh-huh.
sure that my handprints. This is also where I remove my handprints too, because you'll see my
Oh,
fingerprints
okay.
all over the
Hmm.
place. So I just make sure that it's nice and smooth. And then the other thing is the clay that I'm using is a sturdier clay. This is the number is 710,
Hmm.
and that gives it has grog in it, so it makes it It makes it strong.
Okay.
And then I come back with the other, which is 266, which is without grog.
Grog.
And grog
Okay.
is just, a ground up sand or ground up Bisqueware. And then I put that on top to smooth everything so that I can make the grog invisible.
Oh, okay. Because I know when I was looking up the firing out in the big pots in
Mm-hmm.
the they were saying it's good to use clay with a lot of grog in it for
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that kind of firing. And I thought,
Mm-hmm.
huh,
Right.
that's
So
interesting.
yeah, you have to make sure that I mean, especially when you're doing sculpture, you want
Mhm.
something that's going to be stable.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm excited, so April is going to be my quiet time. So I'm excited because I get to work with a couple of new clays. And so
Mhm.
one of the things that I have desired to do with the faces is actually make them caramel. So like the color that you're seeing right now where it's just a caramel color,
Uh-huh.
instead of them turning ebony, making them just caramel. So I
Oh.
wanted to mhm. And I also have a new clay for mugs.
Mhm.
And I wanted to see if I could actually do a more contemporary mug,
Mhm.
and still add some, ethnic feel to it.
So
So I'm trying to figure that out. Hmm.
are you looking at doing some of, just what you were doing with your, because you started doing your women, and which I think is
Hmm.
pretty phenomenal. It's like an entirely different series.
Hmm.
So something in that direction or just fully contemporary.
I don't know. I don't know. It all depends on where my spirit takes me.
Okay.
And so
And I figured you do some booby mugs.
no, no, it's already been done.
Look, I'd be like,
Unless I
okay, Karen, now where are we going with this?
Yeah, no. Make booby mugs. Yeah. If I was gonna make booby mugs, they're gonna be ebony. But I did do the ebony bodies.
Hmm.
So like when I had done the little loafer bodies, the white bodies that I had done
Hmm.
in
Yeah.
sculpture, Pancho
Yeah.
said, "Now make them chocolate." And so I did a couple of I did 4 chocolate ones. Oh, you know what? I need to look at those to see if they're okay because I need to
Oh,
wrap those up. Mm-hmm.
oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. So I've already done them. I just need to give them some attention. They need to be
Oh,
softened up and all that.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to see those.
Mm-hmm.
Those are gonna look nice chocolate. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope so. I just need to figure it out.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
it was. Mm,
They'll tell you what they want anyway.
like they
I've
all do.
Right. I've given up on trying to make my art do what it's wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I figure only God was the potter.
Hey. 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 All right.
It's
So
like,
I'm gonna cover this one up and think about it tonight
give
because
it
I
some
don't.
thought. Let it because
Yeah.
it's saying, I don't know, Karen. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let that marinate a little bit.
I know.
So, so I'm
With
gonna cover
these,
that up.
it's like I get into that when I'm doing these too.
Hmm.
Today it's actually flowing really nicely. Yeah.
Always a good thing. Easy
I
flow is always
know.
good.
Yeah. So today is actually flowing really nicely. I'm like, okay, thank you for allowing yourself to flow in the direction that you've decided and allowing me to be a part of it.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? How many faces do you need while I'm sitting here?
Well, I think what did we say? We had ended up with 10, but now I don't know because we've changed it a little bit.
Hmm.
Um, you know, if we are going to need that many. Um,
Tell me what I
but
mean, because I was gonna.
maybe
I'm
we
like,
should stay with it, and then that way we're
okay.
not like, oh, we didn't get it, we didn't have enough. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It's like
Hmm.
because we never know how things are going to shift when
Okay.
we start adding them to it.
Okay.
So let's stay with the 10, and then
Okay.
if we don't use them, it's
Like we can
okay.
put them
But
on
if
something else.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
at least we won't need them and not have them.
Okay. So, and all different hairstyles.
Yeah, yeah, because the whole thing is I'm what we're trying to do is bring out that whole imagery
Okay.
of the culture, that whole cultural imagery of the
Mhm.
hair and the
Mhm.
and
Okay.
even and with short hair and long hair and the
Okay.
different varieties of us. I told you that time I was doing something for this company. They wanted all of these black women. They wanted the black women. And so I was painting, I did these paintings and they were all black women of all of the different I love that. You are so silly, Karen. And so I had made all of the black women and they were all of different colors, light and dark and
Mhm.
caramel and
Mhm.
mulatto and all of these different colors. And they had all of these different color eye colors because I was on a bus one day and there was this young girl on the bus. I don't know where she was from, but she had these ocean blue eyes and it just literally caught me off guard.
Mhm.
And Karen, she was as dark, and this is before, long
Mhm.
before, those
Mhm.
whole contact lenses thing came out.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my God, this woman has these ocean blue eyes and she's of a dark skin.
Right.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Mhm.
And so I created all of these images and I take them to the company because they wanted me to create these images, so they could do mass reproductions of everything. It
Mhm.
was during that time where they were doing all of the mass reproductions of Black African American art. And so I
Mhm.
get to the company and I take these images in there, and you know what they tell me?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Black people don't look like this. Now, mind you,
Mhm.
Karen, I was the only Black person in the room.
Mhm. That is so crazy to me. So I guess you wouldn't know what black people look like.
I didn't know what Black people looked like, and I was the only Black person in the room.
Yeah.
So I didn't do any more work for that company.
Right. I think that people who have ocean blue eyes,
Hmm.
and of dark complexion, I believe it's some type of disorder or
Hmm.
disease in the eye. I can't
Hmm.
remember. I remember looking that up one day, because
Hmm.
I thought it was, I'll
Because
have
it's
to look it
very
up to
rare.
confirm it.
It's
It's
very
very
rare.
rare. Mhm.
And that's why I
Yeah.
said it caught me off guard
Mhm.
because you get on and I'm from Chicago, so you get on the train and you walk into this sea of eyes, right?
Right.
And you're
Right.
like, what the heck? And
Right.
I'm talking about back in the day. Okay.
Right. Right.
This isn't
Right.
something
Right.
you're expecting to encounter on
Mhm.
a city bus,
Right.
you know.
Right.
So, but yeah, and so I was creating these and once they went in that direction, I decided, okay, I'm not gonna. I obviously can't work for this company because they know more about Black people than I do.
They don't know that you were from Chicago.
No,
Shot.
that was the whole thing, and I'm from the Shy. I didn't just wake up
Mhm.
yesterday and came from out of. I
Right.
wasn't from Colorado.
Mhm. Right.
you know, And
Right.
at that time, I was still living in Chicago. It's like, what?
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, I've seen Black people, and coming from
Hey,
a big city, I've seen a wide variety. As a matter of fact, I've
girl,
seen
get
it in
out of
my
here,
own
right?
home. Look, all in my own
What?
home.
You've seen black people before? What?
It just,
Mm-mm-mm.
it's always funny because it makes you think, like, how can
Mhm.
you tell a Black person what other Black people look like?
Mm-mm.
How does someone
I don't
even
know.
open their mouth to make that a statement?
I don't know. I
It's
don't
like
know.
the confidence in knowing what you don't know.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah. All right. Well, my love, I think I am done for the evening.
you
I'm
done for
about
the
to shut.
evening, Karen?
I'm ready to shut it down. Shut it
All right.
down.
I think I'm getting a little hungry because I
Had
don't
lunch
think I've
dinner.
eaten. I ate one thing today. And then
Mm.
all the rest of it was chocolate.
Good night, Louise.
I
Bye,
see you,
girl.
Karen.
See you soon.
See-
Bye.
Okay. All right. We'll have to
Bye.
do this again. Do, 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 do. Okay, I'm gonna paint a little longer because I've gotten into this rhythm here, and then I'm gonna go get me something to eat. I mean, go get me some dinner. Dinner. Yes, I said dinner. I'm going to go get some dinner. So it's always fun hanging out with Karen, so we'll have to do that again. We'll have to do it again. So I'm gonna finish up these lines that I'm doing, and then we're gonna sign out. Oh, I really like the way that's turning out. Can you see it? Let me bring it down a little bit for you. There we go. Bring that down a little bit. I like the way this is turning out. I like the colors that's going into it. Boom, 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 boom. I like I think I got off my line there. I think I got off my road. Let's get back on this road. I'm gonna get back on this road right here. I know it's like a journey. I really like it. I'm gonna add some more green in here because I want it to feel like there's a flow. It's flowing out of when I put the mirror in. I want it to feel like it's flowing out of the mirror. The so I'm gonna add some more green. To me, green is life. So I'm gonna add some more. Add some more green down here in this area. So here we go. Add a little more green in here. And I'm gonna come back in with some darker green too. Do some darker green. It's like veins. I like having that the vein and I'm gonna do a little darker green in here. Let this green be a little darker. It's gonna look pretty fabulous once I add the black wash on top. I like what the black wash does to it. So add some more green. I like what the black wash is gonna do. And this looks like it's rounding out. I'm just kind of going with the color. I'm just going with whatever the vein is doing in the wood. I just kind of follow what the vein's doing in the wood. That's what's beautiful about this. That's where the beauty of this comes from, is that I just like following the vein of the wood and see what it's doing. I'm gonna add some color. Just make it larger in color. This is always fun. Let's put some more of this in. And do some more of that. There we go. I love what I'm doing with this color. This will be like a big Mod Podge of color. Let's go down like that. I like that extra bit of lighter green on there. But let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Add that extra bit of lighter green on it. And take it down. Oh yeah. Actually, I'm going to widen this blue. Is this right in here? Yeah, I'm gonna widen that. I'm gonna do a little more over here with this blue and widen it because it's thinner. So I'm gonna come back in and widen this blue a little bit. And I'm gonna go get, I have another blue that I think I'm going to use. So I'm gonna go get that. But I want to make this line a little wider. Right there. And I want to make it a little wider coming down too. I want to make this a little wider. Because next to this, it just looks really thin. So I want to come back in and make it a little wider. Make it a little wider. So, and so I'm looking forward to working on this because this is going to have a nice mirror piece on it. We're going to have a nice mirror piece on this one. Oh, I love that. Love, 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 love. I think I'm going to trace outline this in black. I think that's what I'm going to do. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that right now. Outline that in black. Get some black over here. My black is kind of almost out. So I'm going to outline this in black. Outline this in black. That's what I want to do. Give it some black outline. There we go. I don't want to leave any vacant space. And I see some vacant space in that red. I'm going to go back in and fix that too. I don't want vacant space. So this is going to be a fun wood piece. It will be a fun wood piece. I'm looking forward to seeing what this turns out, how this turns out. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it turns out. Now on my phone, let's move it around. Oh, I don't want to go there. We're going to do some video. Oh, I don't want to do that. Didn't want to add any music. I know I'm going to put that right there. Put that right there. Is that? I'm glad you guys could hang out with me for a little bit. Those of you that are hanging out with me. I'm going to bring this down a little bit more. There we go. And then you guys can just watch me work a little. Yeah, watch me work until you're tired, huh? Till you're tired of watching me work. Watch me work till you're tired of watching me work. How about that? I know, I'm putting my phone right here because I'm doing the, there we go. Put my phone on here as well. Everybody can watch me work. Watch me work. Oops, sorry. What was that? Oh, okay. So, there we go. So now everybody can watch me work. Let's get some more black over here. Put some more black in there. Boom, boom, boom. I should be doing, I think I'll do, it's almost like he's blowing him out. I have to go get some dinner. Oh, I like that. I like how that turned out. Let's see. What's that? Do some more. There we go. So now everybody can watch me work. Let's get some more black over here. There. Okay. Let's do some live. We're gonna do Instagram live because we haven't done that in a while. We haven't done that. Boom. Let's go live here. Okay, there we go. So there we go. We'll work on here too. We're working on this piece right here. So let's see what other color. I'm gonna do some more green. Do some more green on this one. I'm gonna expand the green on this side too. And I'm going to be adding some metal leaf to these too. So even though I'm doing other colors on there, I'll be adding some metal leaf to it as well. So right now, I'm just going to add, I want to make this green feel a little thicker over here. So that's what I'm doing. Adding to it. Adding to this space. Adding to that. Yeah, I like widening the lines on this. I think it's doing more. So, and like I said, I'm going to add some more greens coming up out of here as well. Like my husband had asked me, he was like, Louise, do you want to sand it down and make it smoother? And I was like, nope, I like it just like it is. I don't want to make it smoother. I want wanted to leave it with all of the thickness of it and the waviness of it. I just loved all of the waviness. It has a lot of waviness in it in the wood, which I like. Hey, I'm gonna wave back at you. There you go. It has a lot of waviness in the wood, which I want to keep. So I told myself, no, I want to keep all that waviness in the wood. I want the wood to have this nice waviness about it. Because I like it having some movement. The wood has a nice little movement, and I felt like by keeping the waviness, it allowed the wood to still have this beautiful movement about itself. So that's why I wanted to keep all of that feel of movement in there. So that's what it gives it, this beautiful movement in the wood to keep that wave in there. Keep the waviness. We don't want to take everything out. We want to have some of its own characteristics. And I know that probably not its characteristic because it came about in the cutting. But once it came about in the cutting, it became a part of the wood's character. Even though it came out of the cutting, it still became a part of the wood. I like that. I like that. Okay, that's nice. I like that. I'm gonna leave that ending there. I think I'm gonna make this black over here thicker too. So I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna have to go and get some black because this black is pretty much. I don't think I have any black over here. No, I don't. Oh, I do. Is that black or purple? Oh, I do. I have some black. And I'm actually using some of it is acrylic and some of it is an acrylic ink. It's not just acrylic. Some of it's acrylic and some of it's acrylic ink. So it's not like your usual ink. It's acrylic ink. This is an ink that you can actually use, and like if you're doing airbrushing and stuff like that, this is a great ink for that. But I like using it because I just love the texture of this ink. but I also add paint to it. I do add acrylic paint when I'm using this as well. I don't have any acrylic paint on it right now, but I do like adding acrylic paint when I'm using this ink to make it even thicker, because that's what I do. I make it thicker by using the acrylic ink and make that wider. Make it wider here. And I just kind of just go with the flow. That's what this is. I'm just flowing with it. Um, I don't, when I'm doing these, I don't necessarily have a concept or an idea. I just um, allow it to kind of come to term on its own. And I like that. I like painting like that when I'm doing stuff like this, to allow it to form its own sort of this is who I am sort of feel to it. This is who I am. This is where I want to go. That kind of thing. So, where I'm not in full control over what is happening with the piece. So, that means that I did not come in with a preconceived concept or idea of what this piece was supposed to look like or how this piece is supposed to manifest, or I didn't do that. This is just kind of forming as I go. That's what it's doing. And I noticed what I don't like right here, and I'm going to use a thicker paint because right here, I don't know if you can see that. It's like, I feel like there's just a little bit of bleeding, and I don't want that. I know I don't want that. So I'm going to come back in. And it's also how the wood is, the way the wood is down here too. It's allowing it to um, have things sticking out on the sides. It's like, no sticking out on the sides. So I don't want things sticking out on the sides. So I really like how this is turning out. I love the colors. I love where it's going. And like I said, I'm going to be adding some metal leaf to this as well. I don't, not, not anytime soon. The metal leaf will get added, but not for a while now. The metal leaf won't get added for a while. So don't think it's going to get added soon. It'll take a minute before the metal leaf is added to this particular piece because I have to finish. I'm going to finish most of the actual painting portions of it before I add metal leaf to it. And just to see where everything is going to go, and add some purple, which I think this purple is done. I was like, oh, where's my purple? Nothing came out, so that'll get tossed. That purple gets tossed, but we have some blue, and we have some blue. So this is all blue. This is ink blue and that blue. So we have that, and I'm just kind of looking at it now because I feel like, oh, I do want to do some blue right here. I'm going to go in this one, and I'm going to dab it right there and go in this one and dab it again. Because sometimes I'm just looking and it's like, oh, ooh, 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 ooh. I want to add some blue. So I'm going to do right here. I want to add some blue. That's what I was seeing. A strip of blue. Right here. I know. That's weird. But sometimes I'll just see a color on something. And that's what I saw here. I saw this strip of blue as I was thinking. And I like adding this darker tone too. Oof, that almost dripped. And then I would have just been like, oh, got a drip. But probably would have been kind of cool to have a drip right there. probably would have been kind of cool. Oh, I like that. I'm going to come back in because I want to outline it with this. This is a more of a I'm outlining it with this pearlescent color because I want this pearlescent color to kind of pop out, and that's happening. Pop out, and then I'm just gonna drag a fine line to this right here, and I'm gonna go in there because I want it to be a little darker along here. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like what's happening here. Like what's happening here. I'm gonna go around this with this dark color. And actually, oh, look at that. Picked up a piece of wood. I picked up a piece of wood right there. I'm gonna drag that over there. I'm gonna go around it with this. This is a dark blue. It's not a black. It's a very dark blue, which is a really pretty color that I like. Now there, I'm gonna probably fill that in with resin because I like filling things like that in with resin. Love it. Love doing that. And yeah, I love these colors. I think I'm gonna come in with a little white here and there because I want to add some white to it. But like I said, mostly I want to green, like it's coming out. And I'm gonna darken the green even more because like I said, I want it to feel like it's something that's growing. And I'm also going to add some brown, which I don't have a lot of brown here. Well, I'll have that. So I might add that color, brown. But I'm also going to add some purple because of the whole royal. I'm going to bring this down here because I like this. I like what's going on here. So I'm going to, sometimes I leave things a certain way, but I think this need a little bit more to there. I like that. And then this black line, I'm going to continue down as well because I like where that black line's going. Actually, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this and I'm going to continue down here. I know, you just never know where things are going to go. I never know. I just keep painting and looking at things. And then, there we go. So I'm going to take this down further. I'm going to do a little bit of the wave. That little bit of a wave pattern that it has too. So that bulged out. I didn't mean to bulge out like that. I'm going to bulge out on that side too. I'm bulging out on this side because I don't like what happened with that with my hand. But I do like a thicker pattern. I'm going to add a little darker color in here because I'm going to add a little bit, make it a little darker. Darken that green a little bit. And a little bit more lighter green. But you can see it's darkening the color. But you can still see it's green. And that's what I want. I still want it to be green. I'm going to come up a little bit in here. Okay, I like that. Actually, I'm going to darken this a little bit. I just love this dark bit. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that on there. I like that. I like the little bit of dark in there. Okay. Then I'm going to come back to this black because I'm going to do a little bit more with this black here because I like what's going on over here. These are fun. But I'm going to have to check out in a few minutes because I am starving, starting to get hungry. And it's getting late, and I don't want to eat too late. Too late in the evening. Hey, Mom! Yes? Are you going to eat your burrito still? You can have it. Thanks, Mom. You aren't going to eat it? Oh, I'll do a salad. Okay, thanks. I'll do a salad. It looks like I'm doing a salad tonight. Looks like I'm doing a salad. You can still have it if you want it. No, Timothy, go ahead. You can have it. Are you sure? Yep, I am. All right. I'm sure. I am sure. Okay, I like that. But I am going to have to sign out and get me something to eat because I'm starting to get hungry. So, there we go. Mm-hmm. This way. Like that. I don't always understand what I'm doing when it comes to certain parts of what I'm creating. But sometimes things create themselves, and I'm just the part of the creation or what is forming. I'm just a part of what's forming. So, I like that. I'm gonna come in and do a little black over here on this edge. I like that too. I like these. I like what's going on here. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna add a little red somewhere, but I don't know where, so I'm not going to. I'm going to clean my brush off. I'm going to close up all of my colors. Okay, I'm going to close up these colors over here. Color closing up time. And then this one just goes in the trash because that's no good. I'm going to close up this color here. And I'm going to put the top on this. Top on that. Put that over there. I'm going to put a top on this. If I have a top. There we go. I do. Put a top on this. I love these things. Absolutely love them. Let's bring you here. Okay. I'm going to lift this up. Boop, boop. Okay. Doop. I'm just going to lift that up. All right. There we go. Hey. Okay, so what is it? I take. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sign out because I'm hungry. And I've been on here, it's been an hour and 34 minutes. And I'm really happy with how things are turning out and what this is starting to look like. So I think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous once I add everything to it when I do the metal leaf, because I have different areas I'm going to add metal leaf to it, and I have more painting to do, and I know exactly what I'm going to do down here now. So I do have more painting to do on it. So I'm looking forward to, putting the mirror here is showing me where I want to bring some of the runs from. So I'm really looking forward to finishing this piece up and just kind of having some more fun with it. And doing more to it, and then adding. I can't wait to add the women because I think they're going to be really, really cool to add the different images to it when I'm working with. And Carren will be helping me with those, putting the women on where we want to put them, and the how we want everybody to go on. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me while I work on this particular project. And I'll be working on this. Like I said, I'll be working on this project some more. I'll probably even come on tomorrow and work some more on this project. So thank you guys for hanging out and coming, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're actually going to be doing some gardening. What do you think of it? This is my ring I made. My kids say it looks like a Reese cup. I love it. I love my big ring. So tomorrow I will be doing some gardening. Come hang out with me tomorrow as I garden. So, but this piece, I love how this piece is turning out. Look at that. Look at the colors. Isn't that some cool colors? Let me know what you think about the colors. This is actually going to be a mirror piece. Let me see. Can you see it? It's the sunlight. The light's all over. So, some more and add some more to it tomorrow. So I will see everybody tomorrow. Let's hold on, I'll move that over, and let's go ahead and do our official signing out.
She was my queen, a castle in the mountaintops, rivers and streams, plucking sunlight from the sky in my pocket, give it to you later.